97.9, 105.5, KISS FM. Listen, it's Liz, and it is time to Think Pink with Fred of Collis and Sons. And in studio with me, I am so excited to welcome Wendy. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
So I am so happy to have you here. I am so excited that you wanted to share your story. And let's start at the beginning. When did you get diagnosed with breast cancer?
My first diagnosis was in 2014. Just happened to... some reason find it in the shower that morning on a Sunday morning. Called the doctor on Monday, and they had me in immediately for a biopsy, and I knew that week. So yep.
And that's so and it's funny. Everybody always can tell me like the date or what day it was. Like you always can remember that part of the story. But being, it's so important when you do feel it, when you see to call immediately.
Yes, very much so. Especially with like the type that I had is a very, very aggressive cancer. So like I said, like one cell grows to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. It just grows that fast.
Yeah.
So within 1 month of having a small lump, 3/4 of my breast was filled with cancer.
Wow.
At that point.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long did you go into like treatment after?
So the first time I did 18 weeks of chemo, had a lumpectomy, and then I did 5 weeks of radiation.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, I had a recurrence of the same breast cancer. So at that point, the decision was made, especially by me. The first time around, I was not ready to decide any big thing to happen. But,
right.
The second time when it came back, then I chose to have a double mastectomy done to get rid of that.
To get rid of,
chances.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with another 16 weeks of chemo again. And that was...
16 weeks
that
of chemo.
That was it, yeah.
Wow.
So.
And I think during that time period, I'm sure you noticed that there were a lot of people who like stepped up and were a part of like help support you, right?
Yeah, I have family who's very, very supportive. But like I worked every day. I went to work every single day, and I'd work part of a day, and I'd leave and go have chemo and go back to work the next day.
Wow.
So that just kept me going. That was how you managed to function, was just to continue with a normal life. But
because that was like one of the things we talked about, not in this room, but earlier we talked about how you said like you just kept saying it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is. You can't change it. You have to embrace it, and you just have to move on. And I truly believe that a lot of it is like what your attitude is towards it.
Yeah.
And if you're going to feel sorry for yourself, you probably aren't going to heal as well.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Right.
But if you can, you just have to stay as positive as you can.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. And I think a very positive space is definitely making strides.
Yes.
And it's going down Sunday, October 24th at MVCC. But how long have you been a part of Making Strides?
Ever since day one. The first year. So 2014 when I was diagnosed. And so we usually do family walk,
And how do you feel like being there and seeing it all happen?
It's great. It's just a great feeling to see how many people come out and support it, and to see the sea of pink, because
I do love that.
I'm very much like, I wear pink every day in October, every day.
Yeah.
So it's just always fun to see, everybody there
together and have that positive.
Yep.
There's a positive vibe about it.
Yeah, and usually someone tells their story, and it's always interesting to hear somebody else's story.
Yes.
It really is, because every story is different.
100%.
Every story is different, but every story is important.
100. Yeah, every story is different, but at the same time, there's somebody who can connect with little bits of each one.
Correct.
And for you, like, why did you want to do this? Like, why did you agree to do this in particular? Like, share your story here on the radio with us.
Just to get it out there so people understand, that you can get through this. It's not the end. You just have to have a positive attitude, and you just have to keep keep on going. I say pull up your panties and keep on going.
Right.
So it is what it is was always my motto, and you can't change it. You have to embrace it and learn how to deal with what you're given. So
what, and I'm sure that kind of leads into it, but like would your advice be to someone who was just recently diagnosed?
Just be strong. Be strong. Be confident. In your caregivers, in your your physicians.
Yeah.
You have to have the confidence that they know what they're doing when they're mixing up your potion is what it is, but that you're on the right track, and that they really do understand what they're doing. A lot of it is confidence and being comfortable walking in that office every time that they do care about you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And if you want to re-listen or be a part of what we're doing here with Think Pink, you can head over to cmykiss.com and you can hear all of the stories from all of our amazing breast cancer survivors that we've had on the show all this month. But thank you so much for offering to do this and be a part of this.
Oh, thank you for doing it for us.
Well, thank you. And we are Thinking Pink, so make sure you're staying in the know. All of the info is at cmykiss.com. And let's have a good Making Strides.
Exactly.